It's Perp back with another video, and man, these episodes just keep getting better and better. Before I get into this episode review, this is Attack on Titan Season 4, Episode 4. And man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment, and talk amongst yourselves. And I want to say thank you to the people that corrected me last week when we got Reiner's backstory and everything with Annie and Kenny, that they're not related. I was about to say, I know I'm not tripping. That just, anyways, so much went down in this episode, and it sucks that we have to go on break. But next week I will do another AOT Live number 2 on January 3rd at 9 p.m. I'm definitely going to have a dope panel, so definitely pull up for that. Check out the link in the description for all my Attack on Titan content. Now, let's get right into it, because I love how this whole entire episode starts off. You know, you see Falco, he's pretty much inspired by what Eren has told him in the previous episode to kind of just push forward, to do all that you can. But here's the kicker. Here's what's really interesting to me, that Falco pretty much refers to Eren as Mr. Kruger. Eren Kruger. Oh man, I lost it. And then you get, the opening. The opening seems to be changing a lot as each episode goes by. There's like little things that they kind of tease throughout the opening. Also, the way that this whole episode ended was dope. It's another kind of exposition type of episode, but there's a lot brewing, and by the time you get to the end of the episode, it definitely is worth it. So you have Falco and Eren pretty much keeping track of one another. He's helping them send these letters out, and what are in those letters, I don't really know. But it's interesting, and it's also dope that we get to see Eren interact with his grandfather, which that kind of blew my mind, because he kind of felt like something was off about Eren's character and just who he was, and him talking to Falco. But also, we see the Tyburps come into play, and they're a really interesting bunch of people, especially the new character that we get introduced to, Willy Tybur. And it's interesting that Commander Magif, is that how you pronounce his name? He goes there and he kind of starts to question Willy about the Warhammer Titan. And it's interesting to me that Willy doesn't tell him who it is. It could be Willy, it could be somebody else. We're going to just wait and see. And I think we're definitely going to see the Warhammer Titan in the next couple episodes. But he pretty much is the one that's going to bring everybody together at this festival and give this huge speech that they're going to declare war on Paradise Island. They're also coming up with different strategies to kind of infiltrate the Paradise Island. But nobody's trying to listen to Reiner because he's an Eldian, so the Marleyans are going to just do their own thing. Also, what's interesting about the Tybur family is that they have their own personal military, which is interesting. And Willy also has a secret about his family and why the Eldians and Marleyans are at war with each other for all these years. I'm wondering exactly what that is. We're probably going to get a little bit more backstory on that in the future, or even in episode 5. But like I said, this was a lot of info dumping. What Sophia, Ando, Gabby, and the rest of the gang were doing was pretty much trying to suck up to the Marleyans and try to do their best, because at this festival, I'm assuming that that's where they're going to announce like people's successors. They're just trying to do what they can to appease the Marleyans and make themselves look like good Eldians. Speaking of Falco, going back to him, I mentioned that he started to get a pep talk from Eren that really kind of boosted him. And now he's kind of showing up Gabby, and Gabby's not liking that. And that's why Gabby's trying to do her best to kind of, make sure she stays in, becomes the next Armored Titan. She doesn't want Falco to even pass him up or nothing. I feel like they're gonna bump heads. Falco lets Gabby know, like, look, I did this for you. I want to protect you, and you could really respect Falco for that. But we're gonna have to see how that goes. But there's some lighthearted moments in there, and I think this is like the last lighthearted moment that you're gonna see from the Marleyans before things get real. And we also find out that Eren makes mention of, once this festival thing is done, I'm going back to my hometown, which means that he wants to just wreck shit and make the Marleyans pay and then go back home. I don't know exactly if that's his full plan. Falco doesn't know exactly who he really is. He just has him running around town doing things for him. So let's get to the very ending of this, because this was a crazy ass cliffhanger. I'm kind of disappointed that we have to wait 2 weeks for this, but I think it's going to be worth the wait when we get back. Falco, everybody, before we get to Falco, everybody's at the festival. It's nighttime. We're just waiting a few minutes for everybody to come in. Really interesting to see all this happen, and I just don't think that people are ready for what's about to be set off at this festival. So Falco pretty much grabs Reiner, says, yo, can you come here real quick? There's someone I want you to meet, or somebody that wants to meet you. And he drags him down to the cellar. And the first thing that Reiner hears is like, man, it's been 4 years. And the look on Reiner's face is like he saw a fucking ghost. And he sees Eren, and oh man, I just can't wait till the next episode, because we're definitely going to have some back and forth with Reiner and Eren. This is going to be dope. I like this episode. Like I said, I'm liking the dialogue. I feel like it's gonna all pay off by the time we get to the action and stuff. We're gonna get action in episode 5 and 6. That's when things it's gonna really start to kick off. This is how Attack on Titan always has done this. We get a few exposition episodes, then we get right into the shit. I could see a lot of people not liking this episode just because there's no action, but just like I said, the info and what's to come has me psyched. I really enjoyed these last 4 episodes. They've really done a really good job of setting the tone and setting up for what's to come, and I just can't wait. But let me know in the comments how you guys felt about this episode. Do you feel like there should have been more to it, or it was just enough to kind of keep you in the dark until episode 5? Because I think that's where things are going to really pop off. Who do you guys think is the Warhammer Titan? Is it Willy? Is it the lady that Ando spilled the drink on? Will Gabby be able to get the Armored Titan, or is that meant for Falco? Or is he going to get his own transformation or his own Titan shifter ability? Who knows, man? What do you guys think is going to happen next episode? But definitely check me out next week for the AOT Live. You don't want to miss out for that. We're definitely going to discuss the last few episodes and discuss what could possibly happen for episode 5. But until next time, I will see y'all later. Peace.